This is Justin Amazon on Wednesday, September 12th, 2018, and this is what the market did today. From the end of the day, you can see that we had some lower highs and we had some higher lows, but higher lows kind of don't really line up to the same symmetric point as the lower highs. I mean, they do sort of here, but then that broke down. You could draw maybe a little steeper right here, but then if you continue it, it does come through here. I'm just eyeballing this. I mean, that's studies. Let's go to drawing, sketch. If I take the highs, there you go, works pretty good. So that's that one. And then if we do it from here, oops, doesn't want to do it. There we go. Do like this, so that doesn't really work because, you know, we're crisscrossing up here. So we'll go a little steeper and okay, we catch that one and that one. That's, you know, that's really tight to just grab that. But if we go over here, I guess I'm just connecting 2 points. It's not really 3 points there. Not really at all. Maybe, oops. Maybe if you did that, maybe. I don't know. Just trying to get it to fit. But anyway, seen some triangle shape in here. So we'll get rid of these, just eyeballing this. This is really nice. Lower highs that really do come up and touch or nearly touch pretty consistently, pretty regularly. From the massive move up we had yesterday and then a gap up, my guess is that it was going to retest. And it did that. You know, it had really nice consolidation here, 20 minutes, and then it broke down. It actually broke down past the 1972.50 price all the way down into a pivot from yesterday. This price point, the low was 1962.41, and the low today was 1962.44. 1962. Wait, 1960.41. Yeah, that's 3 cents. Wow, that's 3 cents off. I didn't even realize that was that close. So that would have been a good place to be buying as a pivot, and yesterday's was actually 3 cents lower than today. So I mean, it wouldn't have taken that out, but from there we made a double bottom, pulled back to the next line, and then broke out with a just a sideways action here, and then moving on up. So could have gotten into any of these 3 candles right after the neckline broke with this one, and we'll take a look at the options and see what you could have done with that. I would have been buying calls with the double bottom. So we go look at the calls, double bottom. I didn't catch what time that was. So buying on 9:55 through 10:05. 9:55, there we go, through 10:05. So, you know, just those candles, the lows are 740. And so if you look at the previous pivot, 650, I guess it could work to get your stop below this as long as it does continue up and doesn't pause more. But yeah, you could have been buying at the low on these, but it would have been really hard to do that with, you know, to know exactly the value and get it set up just right. I mean, it would have worked, but it would have been a little challenging getting the right exact value on that. So let's make the assumption that maybe you have a little bit larger than $100 R, or you're looking at an option a few strikes further out of the money. And still, you know, on this one, had you gotten in, let's say you got in at the low at, you know, like 750, close enough to the low. So 750, 850, 950, I mean, you're already at 2R here, 3R, 4R, 5R, 6R, right? Is that crazy? Damn, 750 to 1350, yeah, that's 6R. So I mean, that's a massive move so quickly. You're in and out, and you got a large reward because of it. But had you held, it would have been stopped out down here. But on the flip side, if you look at these candles, or this range here, it's a double top, doesn't really retest. That would be looking at this area here. And I really do actually like this 1975 put. Sorry, the previous one was the 2000 call expiring this Friday, and this is the 1975 put expiring this Friday. And what's nice here is you have a double bottom, The low here of 10 corresponds with the low right here, and kind of ignoring the first initial opening candle, but established a low at 10, came back to that here. Uh, 15 minutes later was putting a low at 10:20, and then broke out. So this would have been an easier one to say, hey, let's buy off the low, or let's, even if had you done 11 by 10, that would work really well through here. And then again, getting out because it's just kind of chop. So that would have been a move here, getting bearish, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish candles in a row, and then it wants to retest and doesn't ever get that far down again. So it's just really interesting that it's looking like it's bouncing so strongly. You're $10 above the support. $10 above the resistance that's now support, $10 below the support that's now acted as this resistance. But $10 outside, $10 outside, and then it comes back in and comes back to the top and then just chops around inside till the end of the day. Right at the end of the day, it did actually make a bullish breakout of a triangle here, and so came right back into this line, into this level. So we'll see how this interacts tomorrow if we open near it. We could have a slight pullback S curve back into this range, or just above it, just below it, just so that it knocks some people out who are buying and already moving their stop. Like, you really do want your stop probably still down here, 1971, rather than too tight up here, $5 closer. It doesn't seem like much, but it's pretty clear where some stops are placed on that kind of a move. And even more conservative down here, or over here, or over here. That's the places for stops. But you really limit your upside doing something like that, just because it doesn't have to move, or when it moves a very small amount in the stock, it's a really, really small move in the option. So anyway, hope that makes sense. Take a look at how these moved and see if there's anything that jumped out at you. Let's see. We're in this area, going bullish. That's what this is here. So again, some opportunities to get in bullish, some opportunities to get in bullish, and then just be quick about it depending on what's actually happening on the daily. So come back into the daily. This looks like a bit of a pullback, recovery, S curve, and all over again. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.